Hey, Tanner James, DJ TJ Training. I have a really important video for you today. DJs, you cannot go deaf. If you lose your hearing because you are constantly around loudspeakers and loud music, I mean, you're done, right? I mean, it's over for you. So you need to take care of your hearing. Now, there's a few ways you can do this. One, stop being around super loud music. Well, you know, that's kind of uncontrollable, but there is an extent. You know, if you, as a mobile DJ, if you set up your speakers, set them up in front of you. You know, if it's maybe like I'm right here, set them up right up here so that, you know, it's a foot away and then you only get the sound reflecting off the back walls and coming back to you. Don't set your speakers up behind you where then you are getting blasted the whole entire night, right? That's not good. You don't want that. Second, like if you are in a club, right? And say there's another DJ going on right after you. Don't be around the super loud music if you don't have to. If you can bounce, then bounce. You know, I know that you may want to stay, but you know, maybe get there not at the very beginning when it's ultra loud. You know, limit your exposure to the loud music. Third, get custom made earplugs. Okay, everybody calls them something different. Custom made earplugs, musicians earplugs. That's what's really common. Now, you're gonna go in. I've had them made for me. You go in, they're gonna check your ears. Sometimes they'll have you do a hearing test just in case you do go back and so that they have a baseline, right? They're gonna go in and they get this foam. They're gonna put it into your ear. It was the weirdest experience for me, no joke. It was the weirdest thing. It was bizarre. But what they do is they get this little syringe, right, with some foam, and they put it into your ear and they push it all the way up right before your eardrum, right? So it just about hits your eardrum and they're gonna pull it out. It's gonna mold. They're gonna send it to the lab. The lab's gonna take the mold and then they will create a little plastic earplug. I don't have mine on me right now, but what it is and then you just get them, you put them in your ear, and then you're good to go. So it takes off the high frequencies the most, and then, but it keeps all the frequencies to a pretty good amount. So they're made for musicians. They're made for DJs. They're made for rock stars, you know, people playing the drums, the guitar, you know, so it's not just DJs, but it's kind of a little bit of everything. That's awesome because you still get to hear the music, right? If you use the little plastic ones or the foam ones that you push down and put in your ear, that just blocks out every single frequency and it takes it down a ton. Now, sometimes that's good. In our case, it's not good. We don't necessarily want that. We still want to be able to hear it. Those generally, the foam, you generally take it down about 32 decibels, which is a lot. That's a pretty dramatic decrease. The custom made ones, you can put little inserts in. So you can have it go down 5 decibels, 10, 15, and then I believe you can get a 30 as well. I generally stay on the 10 to 15 decibel insert. That's pretty good. You know, it's still loud where I can still hear the music. I can mix very well. I can still hear somebody who comes up and talks to me with them still in, but it dramatically does reduce it so it's not blasting all night long. Now, ever since I got mine that were custom made, I paid around $200. It was not super expensive. I believe it was $105 an ear, so it came out to $210 with some tax. So once I got mine made, I never once ever again had the ringing in my ears after the tinnitus. I never had that again. I used to have it almost after every single event, and you know, at first it's kind of cool, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm a DJ, I'm around this loud music, it's awesome. Yeah, over time it's not cool. And you know, if you hear ringing in your ears, that is pretty much your ears saying that you are losing your hearing capabilities. So here's the thing, you do not want that, you don't need that. That is the last thing. Losing your hearing is not cool because you can't get it back, right? So buy the earplugs. It's a very small investment in something that is irreplaceable for 200 bucks. I mean, really, $2,000 would be a good deal to make sure that you never lose your hearing. So for, you know, around 200 bucks, maybe 400 depending on your where you're going, it's so worth it. Take care of yourself, take care of your hearing. And look, if you have a monitor right next to you, it doesn't need to be on the whole entire time, right? I mean, maybe just during your mixes, you turn it up, listen, mix, turn it down. And it doesn't need to be blasting if you don't need it, right? And same with your headphones. Don't have your headphones on if you don't need them. Don't blast them all the way up when it's a little small house party, right? So just be smart. Don't don't go crazy with the sound, because you know you don't need that as a DJ. Tanner James, DJ TJ Training.